Raw Taco here. What we're going to do on this video is we're going to crack coconuts. We're going to do 4 of them. Primarily we're going to use the Coco Jack, which I recommend, and definitely you can get a hold of us and we'll either tell you how to get them or be able to acquire them off of us. And also we're going to do 1 or 2 with a butcher cleaver. And I have shared in the past on another video that I have actually broke knives and broke not quality butcher cleavers. So actually I'll grab them real quick. I keep them around for show, and you can see right here where I have actually cracked the knife. I don't know if you can see that on there, but maybe this way. Yeah, you can see that I broke the knife, and actually you can see on here several places where I chipped and broke a butcher cleaver. So you know, praise the Lord, I've never gotten injured. That's a good thing. So I decided to buy a quality butcher cleaver, as I was learning this a year or so ago. And also I come across the Coco Jack, and I've been using this well over a year. And it's just an awesome tool. It's a very easily to teach for other people to duplicate. This people squinch at because they don't want to get hurt, which I agree. So I'm actually going to crack open a few with this, at least one. Let's see how it goes. It's been a little while since I've done that. These, that one's a good one. Got a little bit of squirt there. So then you just kind of get one of your grooves there. I've done this on another video and it went a little bit easier, so that's what you get. And if you don't aim it right, you don't get a perfect hole, and it just makes it a little bit harder to get the meat out, and I'll show you how we do that. So let me grab a knife here to cut this little umbrella off. Get it out of our way. Stick it in the bowl there, and make sure we drain all the water out. And I'm going to chop this knife, so I'm going to put, crack this in half. I'm going to put my earplugs on. So you get it to where kind of like a good balance, and you take your good butcher cleaver, and you just, that wasn't a great shot. And just break it open, and it makes it a little bit easier. It should have been a better even split, but you can see that hole. It's not so great to get the meat out of there, so I cracked it open to get it. So that's one with the butcher cleaver. Let's try this bigger one here. Let's see how I do. Or you can leave it down like this. And let's leave it off. And there's several ways you can do this. The most economical, safest way, and quickest and thoroughest way is through the Coco Jack. So go like that, and just keep your fingers out of the way. This one I did a little bit better. But with this, sometimes you get splashing of the cocoa water, cocoa nut water. I just like getting the caps out of the way. A lot of people don't do that. And this is a much larger opening. So that's what we have with the butcher cleaver. I'm just going to put this over here in the sink because I'm not going to use that anymore. And this opening is much larger, that I'll give it my scoop in there and be able to clean that out. So let's move on to the Cocoa Jack and do a few with the Cocoa Jack. Get this out of your way there. So you take the Cocoa Jack and you hit it on this larger end. It's a thicker end over here, and you just hit that. And I put this on here. It's a little easier to put this on versus the butcher cleaver. Gonna get a couple more hits out of it, and it catches any water from squirting around. And that's that. So then that comes off. Then I'll just cut this lid off. Again, I cut the lid, the umbrella. A lot of people call these little umbrellas. I do too. Because when it's off, it looks like a little umbrella. And so that's that. And we'll do the fourth one. So, and it's kind of hard to hit it down all the way, because as you can see on the Cocoa Jack, this end's there, so it doesn't really cut through the other end all the way most of the time. So you got to either tilt the cap back. I'll do that one this way. I'll leave the umbrella at the top on it. And you just got to make sure it doesn't get in your way when you flip your coconut over. I like it off because it makes it a little bit easier to work with. And then, so with the Cocoa Jack, that's the hole, versus which my first with the butcher cleaver, and then the second butcher cleaver made quite a big hole. But like I'm out of practice with the butcher cleaver, but I used to do that all the time, just crack them around and open them up. There's several different ways. I do leave the plastic on. These are dipped over in Thailand with a anti-fungal solution, so fungus doesn't grow, because this is a live organism, and this would start before we got them. So, but I leave that on there because of the solution, and then I wash my hands before I clean the meat off. And so that's the end of this particular video on the cracking open coconuts. And we'll catch it. We'll talk to you.